Competition lie. What you up to now? Day 3089. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Let's talk about this today and much, much more. What's going on? What's working? What's not working? Today's topic for both supersize challenges is celebrating other people's wins. And the thing about the internet that I think gets to all of us sometimes is we're seeing all these highlight reels, especially on platforms like TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, where people are showing how marvelous their life is. And we have to remember, one of my sisters has a challenge with this. I guess I feel it subconsciously, but I don't let it sneak into my conscious and bother me. Now, did I when I first came online? Absolutely positively, because you look at what everybody else is doing in the communities that you're in and you automatically compare ourselves to other people. Well, how do I stack up compared to this? Comparison, competition, all of it is a big fat lie. Somebody winning, even in your same niche and area, is not taking anything away from you and your pie and your share of what you will create in the world. It's born out of scarcity, lack, all of the negative beliefs that we come up with and we experience as human beings that we need to remind ourselves are just a bunch of BS trying to keep us in our little comfort zone and keep us safe. But whenever we want to do anything new, whenever we want to stretch ourselves, whenever we want to grow, things like that are going to try to keep us stuck in the same loop that we've been running for sometimes decades, sometimes multiple decades. And usually it stems from one teeny tiny little belief or lie, because a lot of our beliefs are lies that we tell ourselves over and over and over again. I used to tell myself, and I've stopped doing it more and more and more, that I was a klutz. Now, I'm not the most coordinated, but every time I said I was a klutz, it was just a few minutes later, I would do something klutzy and something would happen. I'd trip, I'd stub my toe, whatever it might be. And so I realized, hey, there's a connection between me believing that I identify as a klutz and me actually performing klutzy things that cause me to get hurt and injured. I don't like that, so I'm going to stop that. I'm going to decide I'm not a klutz anymore. I'm a problem solver, I'm coordinated, whatever I had to tell myself to combat that. I wanted to take that out of my identity. Guess what? We can use that strategy for everything and anything that we want. And that starts with realizing that there's plenty of pie to go around, there's plenty of cake to go around, there's plenty of everything to go around. And somebody else having it and having a share of it already proves to you that you can do it too. So look at them as a role model and example. Model, find out what they did. Maybe they did one little thing differently and now they have a huge following and you want that too. Whatever it is that you want, you can apply it to anything. What did they do? How did they do it? Don't copy it. Don't steal it. Learn from it. Make it your own. Apply it and then see what kind of results you get. Because there's plenty to go around for all of us. We live in such an amazing, abundant universe. If I need to remind myself of this ever, and I usually do, like daily, I just go for a walk. If you go for a walk, if you go outside, you let the sunshine on your face, you look around at nature, and you cannot deny how abundant and amazing and beautiful a planet we live on. Wherever you live, there's beauty in everything and everywhere. Otherwise, just look in the mirror and see what a miracle you are. So today we're talking about not competition so much as, well, yeah, I think it's competition. I think competition is BS. I think it's made up. I think that if we celebrate other people's wins, we start to get more wins into our own life. And so I challenge everybody in the competition to find at least 3 people to compliment and sincerely feel delighted for their wins and their extraordinary success, because there's enough success to go around for all of us. We're also on step 5 of our, and this year's process is called the super process, which stands for reviewing the results we've got so far. We're working on contribution, all this. And guess what? Putting good out into the world is one of the best forms of contribution you can perform. Celebrating other people, truly feeling good about other people having success, it brings it into our life as well. If you don't believe me, I want you to try it out. Try it out today. Try it out for a week. Try complimenting and sincerely feeling good about somebody else's win. If you're on the school platform like I am, it's easy because there's people winning all over the place, literally. And it's a very supportive platform. So it's fun to go into our different communities and encourage other people. and help and do what we can with what we've got, right? So 3 people every day this week, and then report at the end of the week. How's it going? I will contend that and almost guarantee that you will have a much better week this week than you did last week if you just do that one simple thing. How long does it take? Under 5 minutes, right? Does it take more than 5 minutes to find 3 people to celebrate? Absolutely not. And whatever platform or wherever you are, you can do that. And watch how that makes you stand out as a person that other people like and want to model, etc. All right, what else is going on? I'm in a coaching program, which leads me right into this topic because I am human, and like everybody else, I see things and I'm like, wow, amazing. And early on, it was easy to compare myself to them and say, okay, I don't understand why I'm getting zero. Well, I know why I'm getting 0 results. I'm getting no results, and everybody else is winning. But instead of doing that, I said, okay, no. And I just started reading the win posts every day. If everybody else is winning on this, this is proof that the process and the way they solve problems and the systems they're teaching work. If it worked for all these people, all different levels of experience, all different industries, it is 100% proof and validation it can work for me. The only reason it's not working is I'm not working and following the directions and system. Is that hard for my ego to admit? Yeah, but until we see it in ourselves and we do the things to change that, nothing changes. So I'm actually doing some things differently. I don't know if you guys care about behind the scenes and how I do things, but what I'm doing is I'm using AI to document and keep track of how I actually work, not how I'm in a new system and I'm actually creating a plan for myself for the whole week. I do it on Sunday. I create the plan for the week, and it should be this. It is this. Okay, this is last week's. You can see that there's a lot of changes that need to happen to the framework or the plan that I'm using, but this is just 3 key things that I'm committed to doing every single day. And I have a checkbox for them. Either I did them or I didn't. If I'm 1 short, I didn't do it. If it says make 100 direct messages and I did 99, I didn't do it, so I don't get to cross it off. But I will put the number I actually did, because some days I'll do more, some days I'll do less. 3 videos. I'm doing my 3 videos every day. This is a non-negotiable for me. It's how I show up in the world. It keeps me going and growing. I'm just going to keep doing it, even though YouTube tells me not to, even though my family tells me not to, even though other people tell me not to. I'm doing it for more than just online stuff. I'm doing it to create a legacy for my granddaughters. All right, and then sales calls. Either I do them or I don't. Now, will I do these things forever? The answer is unequivocally no. Actually, an NFW, because I don't like doing them. They're not where my zone of genius is. I don't love doing them. But I've learned a long time ago that until I embrace and understand the process totally, I cannot effectively automate it or hand it off and delegate it to someone else. And if you're trying to do that, if you're trying to take somebody else's system and just plug it into your business, they will tell you and they will sell you that that will work. But I'm going to tell you, it isn't going to work. Unless you understand and make it your own and actually do it first yourself, it isn't going to work. Oh, we'll make you 5 clones of yourself and put them in your business. Guess what? There's certain things in our business only we can do, and we have to step up and do those. Whether we like them or not, we have to do them. And this coaching program is a huge example of that for me. All right, I'm going to stop talking. If I can help you in any way, hit me up and ask. I am going to start following my procedures and my process. But every Sunday I'm doing this, and then I'm supposed to talk to Claude once a day and tell him what's working, what's not working, and what I did, so he'll print a summary report for me at the end of the week. I don't have that where I want it yet, so I'm not doing that. But I will make a post in the community that I learned this from and say, hey, this is what's working, this is what I am not proficient at, but I'm going to continually improve. It's a 90-day push to be more organized and better and more efficient and more effective, which is right up my alley. All right, if I can help you in any way, hit me up and ask. Keep in mind, this is what our journeys really look like, not this black straight line like we think it's going to. And everybody's journey is different and unique. That's the cool thing about being human. We all get our own experiences. All right, have an awesome day. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, we'll of course do it tomorrow.